Hi guys, and welcome to the Preparation for Success in Health course. My name's Rebecca Shields and I'm going to be your coordinator or your course coordinator for the course this term. What we're going to be covering in this short introduction video is we'll talk about how long you're enrolled for. We're going to talk about how to navigate around the course site, which you can see here. We're going to talk about expectations for what I expect of you guys, as well as what you should expect from me. We'll talk about what you need to do to complete the course, and we'll also talk about research as well as course evaluation. So we'll just give you a good look at everything you need to know to get started, and so that you're clear about what's expected. All right. So basically you guys are enrolled in this course for 6 weeks, but there's only 5 weeks of course materials if you have a look here. Module 5 is the last module. Now, how the course actually works is you basically go into each module for each week. So module 1 we'll have a look at first. And you read through the course content. When it says now have a look at this video, you click on the video link and you watch the video. So all of the information about what you should be doing for each week is contained in these modules. So you just go through each module and it tells you what you need to be doing for the week. The reasoning for the modules is that you learn everything in these modules that you'll need to know in order to do assessment. So there are 2 assessment pieces in this course. Now remember, this course is a short course non-award, which means you don't get like a certificate 1 or certificate 2 or a bachelor's degree or anything out of it, other than you get the knowledge and inside look at what it takes to be a university student studying a course in a health degree. Okay, so you will get a certificate of completion at the end of this course. So therefore it's a pass or fail course. So you need to just do all of the assessment and submit it to the quality that's required to be able to pass the course. So let's have a look at the 2 assessment items now. So just to recap, each week there is a module. When you click into that module, I'll show you again. When you click into that module, so module 1 is week 1, getting started in careers in health. It has all of the information that you need to read through, videos you need to watch, forums you need to post to, and there's another post later on that tells you about forums. And then when you want to go onto the next page, you can either click the little arrow or you can go down the table of contents side. And see, now it's directing us to Career Voyage. Go here, do this, do that. Okay, so those are your activities for the week. Now let's have a look at the assessment. So the assessment for the course, you can find it in multiple places. I have it everywhere so that you have no excuse for not knowing what the assessment is. You would have been sent information via email already telling you about the 2 assessment pieces for the course. This just gives you more information. So there are 2 assessment items for the course. The first assessment item is to post at least 5 different discussion forums. We want you to use these discussion forums as a place for you to connect with other students. So don't just post about yourself, read what other people have written and you can reply back to them. Okay, so that's what we want you to do, is use these discussion forums as a resource to be able to connect with other students. I obviously read those discussion forum posts, but I like you to use them as a mechanism to be able to learn through talking to other students. So I often will see if other students will post answers to your questions first before I then post my answer if nobody's responded. So it's always a good place to start a discussion if you're unsure about something. Rather than emailing me first, you need to go to the discussion forums and say, hey guys, I'm not sure if it's just me, just wanted to know, are you guys unsure about X, Y, and Z? Okay. So if it's something personal to do with yourself, then obviously you email me. And my contact details are on the front of the course. I will not mark you on what you write in those discussion forum posts. I just need you to post to at least 5 different discussion forums. Okay? If you do not do that, you have not fulfilled the obligations of the course, which means you won't pass. So 5 discussion forum posts. Second assessment item is a little bit more complex, and it involves you going through and learning all the materials in the modules, in particular Module 3 and Module 2. So Module 2 looks at note-taking and note-making and learning how to take notes. Module 3 looks at how to write, how to reference, how to find reliable sources of information. Module 4 looks at the mathematics behind, like, what sorts of maths you need to do a health profession. You may need to use that as well in order to use current statistics, because I often find that students, when they submit this work and they use current statistics to back up their argument about how prevalent the health topic or problem is, they struggle to use the statistics appropriately. So you need to make sure that you have a good understanding of how to use statistics, especially from like the Australian Bureau of Statistics and things like that. They're very clear about how to use their statistics and where the data has come from, and you need to make that transparent when you're using that data as well. So second assessment item, you need to find a health topic or problem, explain it, use current statistics, make it relevant to Australia, talk about who it is affecting and how it is affecting them. You need to talk about what health professionals are involved in treating, researching, solving the health problem. Think deeply about that question, because I don't want you to just say, oh, GPs and nurses. Some health problems are quite complex, and there are a whole manner of people working on trying to fix the problem. So you need to think outside the box. And what is the most current up-to-date treatments, research, what's being done about the health topic or problem. Now, you can do any health topic you like. I don't care what it is, but you need to find at least 3 reliable and relevant sources of information to back up your argument by in-text referencing, and we cover this in Module 3, so don't panic when I talk about referencing. In-text referencing, as well as including them in a reference list at the end. So don't plagiarize your work. Don't cut and paste from something and put it into your assignment. That's plagiarizing, and it's not acceptable. I want you to put things into your own words. That's why you need to learn how to note take effectively when you are researching. You need to correctly reference. If you don't correctly reference, and I give you referencing guides in Module 3, then you will not be passed, and I will email your assignment back to you and get you to do it again until it's done correctly. Because the whole point is I want you to learn these skills, because if you don't do this properly at university, then you will be severely penalised for that. So that's why I need you to do it properly. I also want you to do a PowerPoint presentation. Now, you don't have to talk on the presentation. You just have to have a presentation that you would use to present your written out speech. Okay? Then it talks about word length is 1,500 words and how and where to submit it. You submit it in where it says Module 5. It has a picture of a hand holding a piece of paper, and you need to submit as either your file format for your written out presentation, your written out speech needs to be a .doc or a .docx file. If you don't know what that is, then you need to contact me and I can explain that further. Don't submit a PDF because I can't mark it. I mark using track changes. Lastly, before you submit your assignment, I want you to cut and paste this marking rubric into your assignment, and I want you to just highlight using the highlighting button in Word where you think your presentation would fit if you were to mark your presentation. I do this because I want you to start to think about how to work towards producing an assignment that has criteria. Often we don't think about the criteria when we're writing our assignment and then wonder why we didn't get the mark we wanted when we get our assignment back. So I always get students to have a look and a real deep think about, all right, well, have I met the criteria for a high distinction? So high distinction is like an A. So go through that, put that marking rubric into your assignment as well. all of these instructions are in the instructions for using this course. Okay, so next I wanted to talk about the important things that you need to be aware of in the course. Each week I will post to the news forum. Sometimes I might post more than once a week, depending on if there's important information that I need to let you know. So you go to the news forum. I'll go back and I'll show you where that is again. So this gets emailed to your email address as well. You can't opt out of the news forum, and all the important information is in here. When you want to see what the news forum topic is, you just click on that discussion forum topic, and here's my email, my post that I have emailed to all of you. Okay, so go there every week when you are coming into the course. If you're unsure about the proof of learning, your assessment or proof of learning, you can actually go to here where it says questions and answers about assessment, and you can post a discussion forum post there if you're unsure. This is probably the first place I would go to when I have questions about my assessment. And it can be any question you like. Don't fret. Everybody is probably thinking exactly the same thing as you. Perhaps I haven't explained things clearly, and therefore you need to, ask more questions. Okay? That's actually a really important skill for students to know how to do, is to learn when and how to ask appropriate questions to get clarification around something they're unsure of. Okay. My expectations of you are that you will come into the course every week. You'll post to the discussion forum posts. You'll ask questions if you're unsure about something. You'll communicate with your other students. You'll be interested in what they're doing as well as what you're doing. We have students from right across Queensland doing this course. So they may be the only student in their region doing the course. So they need to rely on other students who are in other regions to work with them and help them get through the course. So we actually learn better from other people than often me just telling you the answer. So use everyone else as a resource. I also expect you to make sure that if you have any issues that you get in touch with me as soon as possible. So my contact details are up here. They're on every bit of information that I've sent out to you. The best way to get in contact with me is via email, and my email address is up here. And you can click on that and you'll be able to email me. What you may expect from me is that I will get back to you in a timely fashion. I will mark your assignments you will get them back within 2 weeks. I will be open and transparent about things, and I'm friendly, hopefully, so that's what you can expect from me. Lastly, I just wanted to briefly touch on the fact that in this course, as part of evaluating the course and working out whether it's working or not, in progressing you forward in looking at what you are interested in and preparing you for university and further study, we have a research project associated to this. Now, you're not actually doing the research, I'm doing the research. Now, there's a folder in here that has information about the research and a consent form. So every participant in this course is sent an information sheet and a consent form and asked whether they would like to participate in this research. As part of this research, what it is you have a pre-survey, which you do at the start of the course, and a post-survey, which you do at the end, if you are interested in participating in the research. And it asks a series of questions. We want to determine whether this course has had any impact on your future career aspirations and direction. So yeah, we're looking at the course and what impact it has had. If you are interested in participating in this research, then the consent form needs to be signed by yourself and your parents or guardians, and both you and your parents need to read this information sheet carefully and make a conscious choice about whether you're interested in participating in this research. Lastly, there is a course evaluation at the end of the course. Every course that you do at CQ University will have a course evaluation that we ask you to participate in at the end of completing your course. It's not compulsory either. However, we strongly suggest that you complete this evaluation, because it informs our future practice in the course. So we make changes based on student feedback. We rely on student feedback. It's one mechanism to be able to evolve our courses and make them better for the future students. So this has happened last year, and students have given feedback, and that has informed changes in the course for this term. So please take the time at the end of you completing the course to go to where it says feedback and evaluation of the course. It takes about 10 minutes of your time, and please provide effective and valuable feedback. That's it for me. I hope it wasn't too long for you to endure me to talk about the course. Good luck. I'm excited that you're in here and wanting to learn more about further study, and I look forward to reading your discussion forum posts and hearing from you. Good luck. Thanks.